Hola mis serenitas, welcome to my channel. It's your girl Chiquita Serenita, and today we're doing BH Cosmetics' new 80 Remix Dance palette. I have all three palettes, just in case you guys are wondering. I will be making separate tutorials for them, separate reviews, everything. Because it is like a huge palette. They're not like mini palettes, you know. If they were like mini palettes, I would have jumbled all into one and just gave you guys like maybe a tutorial for each palette. But since they are bigger types of palettes, you know, I decided to give each one their own review. And also about the brush set, I did buy the brush set. The brush set will have its own separate video as well. I decided not to clump it into this one because I was like, you know what, that takes longer because I'm showing each an individual brush to you guys. So I figured give it its own thing. You know, it's not a big deal. So this one comes with a slip-on. I'm very surprised that they came with a slip-on. I was like, what? They gave me a slip-on. Come on, you guys. They stopped doing it for like a while. At least, I have at least 5 palettes or so that they just basically plastic wrapped the palette right here. And they sent it to you like this. So it's just the palette by itself. So when I saw that it came with this little slip, I was like, no way. So it does say the 80s Remix Dance. And then it does say it's a 15 color shadow palette. In the back, it says sweet dreams are made of Remix Dance 80s 15 color shadow palette. Get down and express yourself with vibrant high impact neons, poppy neutrals inspired by your fave throwback pair of leg warmers. Each smooth matte and luxurious shimmers offers up one swipe intensity that will make you get into the groove. Now, I'm loving the packaging. Is super cute. It does remind me of the 80s, of course, and stuff. But when I opened and saw the actual colors in here, that's what drew me in when I saw that BH Cosmetics had, you know, dropped this one where it was coming or whatever. And I was like, yeah, I want that one. I wasn't too sure of the 90 one because that looks super light pastel. But let me tell you, in person, this is actually a lot darker. So y'all gonna have to wait for the review on that one, okay? Now, when you open it, does have right here, girls just want to have fun. And it says shadows on there. That's a cute little thing. And these are the tones in here, you guys. It is a very colorful, vibrant palette. The only two things that I'm bummed about of this whole entire palette is, one, they gave me 3 shimmers. And y'all already know I'm a pretty big shimmer girl. So 12 mattes, 3 shimmers. Let that sink in. I was like, why? And then this one. Oh, it is the worst, by far the worst offender in that entire palette because it is a wildfire shimmer. You put it on and it flakes off right here. Just little chunks, white little chunks everywhere. And then you're like, no, trying to clean it. And it makes it worse. Even with the freaking getting a wipe made it worse. And I was like, you know what? Y'all won't have a problem if you do your eyes before you rest of your face. That's not the problem here. The problem is me. As I'm a person that does my face first and my eyes last. That's when it becomes a problem because you're like, how do I save this? Not even Jesus could save this now. But other than that, you know, the rest of the tones I had no problems with. I only used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I use this entire for all the blues, basically. And then I use that one as my inner corner highlight. I will say that it's kind of bumming that these two don't look that far off from each other. Like, they could literally be from the same mom, you know, different dads. But they're really, really close. This one, same thing. These two right here, they're very, very close in person. This is just like more of a darker turquoise. This is more like a minty turquoise kind of thing. But other than that, the rest of the shades, they're pretty far off from each other that I can appreciate that. So let's just do the swatches, you guys, real quick. I'm going to start with Coming. I'm probably going to be doing that the entire... I'm not kidding. Because they're all named after songs and it drives me nuts just saying it. Now, I'm giving this 3 swatches, but I think it was good at 2. And look how cute that salmon pink matte color is. Love Shack. Baby Love Shack. Okay, you guys got Love Shack here. And it's a super bright, hot pink. Had a little bit of fallout. And that's just one right there, you guys. That's awesome. Kiss. And Kiss is, oh God, Kiss is such a beautiful pink iridescent shimmer. That's 2 swatches. Look how pretty that one is. See, that's what I was saying. If you were going to give me 3 shimmers, then let it be the nice type of shimmers. Like the blue shimmer that I used on my eye and that one, they're gorgeous shimmers. But that freaking flaky virgin one, oh God, you guys, no. Just no. Next is Conga. And Conga is that, it's a matte as well, but it's more of like a fuchsia tone matte. But like I said, look, they're not far off from each other. This one's just more of a hot pink. This is more of a fuchsia pink. But they're super similar, right? They could be cousins. Next you have Spin Me. It's a dark, vibrant purple matte. Fallout on that one as well. Chameleon. You got this green matte over here. Chameleon. Super neon. Oh God, tiny bit of fallout too. But look at that. I didn't get to use that one today. It looks so in your face, right? Doesn't it? Oh my God. Wake Me Up is that minty blue that I told you guys. I used that one right here. It is a matte. Like pretty much all are matte. Only 3 are shimmers, you guys. Just so you know. I probably won't need to say matte, matte, matte all the time if pretty much everything's a matte in here. Unless it's a shimmer, then you'll know it's a shimmer. Then you have Sweet Dreams are made of this. That's the one right here. And that one is a super dark blue teal almost. It's just so beautiful in person. You guys would have to see that to appreciate that one. Because it has all these little tiny micro glitters in it. That are like green and light blue, I believe. But it's so pretty. That's the second shimmer. So you got 1, 2, and the last one is that horrible one that I didn't like. Man Eater is that dark blue turquoise matte. This one's so pretty. I use that as my transition shade today. Straight Up is a periwinkle matte. Tiny bit of fallout too. Super pretty, right? In the next row we have In the Groove. This is that very vibrant yellow matte. I'm going to give it another one, but I don't think it needs another one. It's very, very pigmented. Look. Super Freak is a very neon orange matte. Ooh, I'm liking that one. Look at that. Ooh. Virgin is that horrible... Just, do you guys see that? All those little chunks of, I don't know what it is. I'm guessing it's like a foiled shimmer. It's more like a highlighter, but it is flakage, like flakage time 2.0. It is so horrible the way it flakes on your cheeks and stuff. And it's, look, it's going all over in the air. Like, that's horrible. That is a horrible formula. They should have reformulated better. I don't know what to tell you guys, but it looks nice on the eye. Don't get me like wrong. It is very blinding, but all that flakage, and the more you try to clean it, it just makes it worse. So you end up looking like this god-awful fairy, and not in a good way. It's just little random white flakes everywhere. Like you look like you have dandruff, but on your face. That's how bad it gets. Lip Seal. This is just a very peachy matte. I honestly love this one. It's super pretty. Look at that. It's like a corally peach tone. Lastly, we have Thrill of the Night. This one is like a pink. It's like a red. It's more like a red matte. Look at that. That's how dark that is. That's one swatch. A little bit of fallout of that one too, in the pan especially. And those are all the tones in this palette. Hopefully I helped you guys decide whether or not you liked it. Like I said, you know, hopefully this is not going to be a, you know, long video because of the fact that I'm not doing all 3. I'm doing them all separately. And I want to note one thing that you, just in case you guys don't know, I mentioned this at the end of the video, but I know most of you guys don't get to the end of the video. These pan sizes are huge. They're about the same size as the Sweet Shop palettes. They're just really big. Look, you can fit a whole 2 fingers of how, you know, big the pan size is. That's not typical for BH. BH normally has about the same size of maybe of a ColourPop or smaller. So this one is definitely bigger, and I think it's worth the price. I'm not even sure if it costed $18. It costs about the same as the Sweet Shops, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know. You already know I put all that information right there, down there, okay? Other than that, you guys, I'm pretty much done. If you guys want to see how I created this look today, then just stay tuned. Okay, you guys, so for my first color, I went in with Man-Eater. And Man-Eater is just this very medium aquamarine matte. And that's what you guys are going to see me do and use for my transition shade, okay? Next, I went in with Sweet Dreams. Sweet Dreams is a shimmer. It is this gorgeous shimmer. It's like dark blue and it has this little, I want to say like a silverish shift. I don't know how to explain it in person, but it looks super cute. I like it. So I'm just going to take that shade and just pop it over my lid, just, you know, using my finger, okay? I went in with Straight Up right here. Straight Up is just a very dark periwinkle purple. Bluish, you know, it's a matte. And I just took it and I put it right here and then all down here halfway, okay? So that is what you guys can see me do. Then I took the color Wake Me Up, and Wake Me Up is just this beautiful aquamarine minty matte, and I applied it all down here, basically just going back and forth between those two colors, just blending it in, you know. It is a light color. I don't think you guys can see it a whole lot, but it's not a bad color. It definitely reminds me of a lighter version of that transition shade. This one's just more of a mint green, and that is more like a true turquoise blue, if that makes sense. So that's basically what you're going to see me do. I'm just going to apply it right here, you know, blending into that dark periwinkle that's there, okay? And lastly, for my inner corner highlight, you guys, I use Virgin right here. And Virgin is just this iridescent white shimmer. It is horrible in the form that it is... It is a wildfire shimmer and it flakes off like crazy, so it's like a foiled shimmer in that way. It works 1,000 times better wet brush instead of going in. I did go in with my finger and then I went in with a wet brush. So I'm just letting you guys know that it does flake off, and then when it flakes off, I tried cleaning it and it just made it work. So it is what it is. The fact that they only gave me one entire row of shimmers, just 3 freaking shimmers, and everything else is matte in here. So I had to do what I had to do, okay? So that's what you guys are going to see me do. So that's pretty much it for the eye look, you guys. I'm going to put some black in my waterline, and then I'm going to put mascara on, and I'll be right back to give you guys a close-up, okay? So this is the finished eye look today, you guys. Hopefully you guys like it. I'm not too crazy about this blue because I think blue kind of looks weird on me, but I really like the shades in this palette. I'm kind of bummed that they only gave me 3 shimmers, and I'm not exactly crazy about this shimmer in particular because it is a wildfire shimmer, but other than that, I think the palette, you know, it's nice. So let me back you guys out and I'll give you guys my final thoughts on this palette. Okay, you guys, so I'm back. I decided not to do the eyeliner on this side. I'll just leave that for later. But I want to tell you guys that I think the palette is cute. I think the vibrancies of these mattes in here are what make this one the 80s palette, you know. This one's one of the ones that I was actually looking forward to. I think it was the 80s and the 2000s. Because I wasn't too crazy about the 90 ones. I think I saw more pastel colors in there. And then you see it in person, you realize it's not that bad of a pastel. Like, it looks a lot lighter in online than it does in person. So I'm actually looking forward to that one. You guys will see that in a separate video. This one, I love. I love that color. It reminds me so much of a color inside of the Sweet Shop, the blue one. And the pan sizes are exactly the same size as the Sweet Shop. So there's huge quantity, you know, like you get a more bang for your buck, I think. And then they didn't come to play. These ones are kind of similar. I don't know why they would do that. Conga is just more of a fuchsia. That's more of a hot pink. But still, like, why would you do that? I used pretty much this entire row except for that green. And I can tell you guys that even though blue makes me feel uncomfortable. I think I look kind of weird in blue, but I love those are pigmented. Especially this one. I didn't expect that one to be super pigmented, and it actually is. It's not that far off from this one. You could tell the difference, obviously, on your eyes, but they're not far off from each other, just like these two aren't. I do not like that shimmer. That shimmer is so freaking hard to work with. I'm actually looking forward to more of that kind of shimmer, but in that one I know it's good, but this one, I don't like it. I don't know. I don't like that shimmer, and it sucks that they only gave me 3 shimmers, and they gave me like, what, 12 mattes? Come on, you guys. Like, why? Other than that, I think it's a good palette. So, I'm going to let you guys go. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you're notified each and every time I upload a video. And until next time, stay warm, stay blessed, and stay magical. Bye, you guys.